How's it going, everybody, and thank you for joining me here at Max Heart Gaming. Today is Friday, April 21st, and that means it's time for all the latest things going on in gaming news. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. IGN shared a post on Twitter stating that Nintendo plans to create a SNES Classic to be released by the holiday season. Nintendo also stated that the NES Classic was never supposed to last as long as it did. They released it as their perfect novelty gift for the holiday season, but due to its demanding popularity, they really didn't have a choice but to continue making it. Now, Nintendo has not commented on whether or not we're going to see the same problems with the SNES Classic on shortages in supply and whether or not the only way you're going to be able to get one is through a scalper. Me personally, I hope Nintendo takes the numbers from the NES Classic and realizes that, hey, when this thing comes out, it's going to be insanely popular. So let's go ahead and oversupply rather than undersupply. But we've seen Nintendo's track record in the past with things like this, especially the amiibos. So, I mean, I wouldn't really hold my breath on seeing a bountiful amount of SNES Classics when they release this holiday season. So the next big thing I really want to talk about is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that launches next Friday, April 28th. Now, a lot of Switch owners are super excited about Mario Kart, myself included, because it is the next big AAA title to come to the Switch. Sure, you had games like the Lego Marvel Undercover game, and you've had a ton of indie games come out between The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and the upcoming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game. But if you're anything like me, you buy all those indie games hoping that it'll keep your Switch love alive, but really it's just super hard to stay focused on the Switch, especially with so many other great games that just recently came out, for example, Persona 5 on PS4. So the biggest thing about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is not only is it the original game ported over from the Wii U, you also get the DLC characters such as Link and the Animal Crossing character content, along with all the new tracks they brought over as DLC for the Wii U version. But you also get new tracks and characters exclusive to the Switch version. For example, you get Inkling Boy and Inkling Girl from the Splatoon games, as well as the much missed Battle Mode. So apparently there's a new feature called Smart Steering in the game. Now this feature is aimed towards the younger audience because what it does is it guides you back on track so you don't go flying off into a ditch or into the water or anything like that. However, Nintendo Life did make a video, which the link will be down in the description below, of them using the Smart Steering as well as the auto acceleration feature to come in first place on the Mushroom Kingdom Cup. Now, it was only on 50cc, but it seems like that may be a very cheatful way to easily unlock all the content without actually having to play the game. So let's talk a little bit about Breath of the Wild. So here recently, there was a speed run that was 100% of the game completed in 49 hours, 9 minutes, and 41 seconds. And that was completed by the French speedrunner Zalakar, which I probably just butchered that name. The community got together and determined what it means to do a 100% completion speedrun. So what that would mean is collecting all the permanent items and upgrades. So of course that means all 900 Korok seeds. You have to find and complete every single shrine and filling up the in-game photo book. And the last bit of news for today actually comes in the way of Super Bomberman R. Now, if you're like me, you bought the game when it came out. I had super nostalgia for Bomberman because I played it on the N64 and absolutely loved it. But Super Bomberman R for the Nintendo Switch was kind of hard for me to get into. And one of the biggest reasons for that was the game felt kind of glitchy to me. It felt like it wasn't complete and needed a few more months of production before it was actually put out. Konami has actually released a brand new update for Super Bomberman R that pretty much fixes the entire game. Not only does it bring the frame rate to 60 frames per second, making the game run a lot smoother, it also eliminates some of the lag that was kind of felt by the low frame rate that was initially launched with the game. Not only that, but I played the story on beginner at first to try to get back into the groove of Bomberman, and it still seemed insanely difficult. The good news is they fixed that too. If you play on beginner or normal difficulty, Konami's new update actually lowers the difficulty of those two settings. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Max Heart Gaming. I do news updates every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can also watch me stream some games on Twitch. I do that Monday through Friday from anywhere from 12 to 5. I always make an announcement on my Instagram and Twitter, usually about 30 minutes before I get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as leave a comment down below on what you think I can do better. I am new to the YouTube scene, and I'm trying my best. As you can see, I've gone from just letting you guys see my room to figuring out how to make a green screen for a background to look a little bit more professional. Also, let me know what you think of my new intro. I know it has the watermarks on it from Render Forest, so they're who I'm using to design my own intro. It was super easy to do it. However, it is quite expensive to get those watermarks removed. So somebody just tell me whether you think it's good, whether you like it, or whether you think I should scratch that one and try something completely new, because that one just doesn't do it for anybody. And until next time, guys, have a good one.